And breaking news coming in from Karnataka's Maddur and Chitradurga district as well. Trouble mounts for MLA Basangouda Patil Yatnal. Patil Yatnal is a suspended MLA from the BJP party. Now he's been booked for a provocative speech by the Mandya police. This is second such MLA from the opposition that the government has booked cases on. After C.T. Ravi from the BJP party, now FIR against Basangouda Patil Yatnal for his provocative speech yesterday in Maddur town when Yatnal went to be a part of the Ganesh Visarjan programs in Maddur district and Maddur town. And FIR has been filed when Yatnal made provocative speeches against certain communities, what the FIR states, and the police sub-inspector took a suo motu action and has filed the complaint. And now second such FIR against opposition MLA in Maddur town and Mandya district as well.
ಹೀಗೆ ನಾಳೆನೇ ಆಗಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಅವನು ಮೌಲ್ಯ ಆಹ್ವಾನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾನಲ್ರಿ ಇಸ್ಲಾಂದಲ್ಲಿ ಪುನರ್ಜನ್ಮ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸತ್ರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೀದಾ ಜನ್ನತ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗುದು ಜನ್ನತ್ನಲ್ಲಿ 72 ಹುಡುಗಿಯರು ಅತಿ ಸುಂದರಿಯರು 32 ಫುಟ್ ಎತ್ತರ ಇದ್ದವರು ಇವರ ಸೇವೆಗಾಗಿ ಕಾದು ನಿಂತಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಕಾಲು ಒತ್ತಾರೆ ತಲೆ ಒತ್ತಾರೆ
ಅವರು ಮೊದಲಿಂದ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಜಕೀಯ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಬಿಡಿ ಅವ್ರು ಯಾರು ಕಲ್ಲು ಹೊಡೆದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಕಾನೂನು ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ ಯಾರೇ ಆಗಿರಲಿ ಮುಸಲ್ಮಾನ್ ಆಗಿರಲಿ ಹಿಂದೂ ಆಗಿರಲಿ ಮತ್ತೊಬ್ಬ ಆಗಿರಲಿ ಯಾರೇ ಕಾನೂನು ವಿರುದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ನವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇವರುಗಳು ಹೋಗಿ ಪ್ರಚೋದನಕಾರಿಯಾಗಿ ಭಾಷಣ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಜನರನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಹೆಬ್ಬಿಸಿ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಹೋಗಿ ಭಾಳ ಏನೋ ವೀರಾವೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಬಳಸಬಾರ್ದಂಥ ಪದಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಬಳಸೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನು ಅವರು ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ.
The next story is from Bengaluru. The pothole menace doesn't seem to end in Karnataka and in Bengaluru, and this morning a school bus got stuck in a pothole or a crater near Panattur main road under DCP East traffic limits. The incident occurred around 8 am in the morning. The Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, D.K. Shivakumar, recently admitted that there are 10,000 such potholes in Bengaluru city alone. 20 school children had to be rescued and removed from the rear exit or the back entrance of the bus, sparking fresh concerns over road safety. The stretch, located near Ekya School in Panattur, has long been a nightmare for daily commuters. With rains washing away the road and potholes covering the stretch, it has turned into a death trap for motorists and also pedestrians and commuters. Now, the crisis is affecting going children directly. The incident has once again exposed the poor road infrastructure in the city, with monsoon rains triggering more potholes across Bengaluru. Traffic disruption and safety risks continue to grow. And this is just second such incident in the span of 48 to 72 hours. One in Mangalore, pothole death, and now one in Bengaluru where the school bus itself got stuck in the big crater or the pothole that was created with the ongoing rains. D.K. Shivakumar on India Today Conclave 2025 South had agreed that there are such 10,000 such potholes in Bangalore city alone. And we heard the locals had to rush to the spot to rescue the 20 such children when one of the commuters had to record the video and put it. A dash cam had recorded this video in this morning around 7:30 when the bus fell into a crater and 20 kids escaped miraculously. These 20 kids were traveling from their house to the local school is what we are told. And this, remember, Panattur is a tech corridor just next to Marathalli and Bellandur, and this incident had happened at 8 am in the morning. Up next is a dowry case from Karnataka. A dowry case has been put in place against Ace Sandalwood director S. Narayan, filmmaker S. Narayan, his wife and son Pawan booked by the cops. A dowry case filed against the full family, while Pawan's wife alleges that there was harassment by Narayan and his family for dowry as well. S. Narayanan has dismisses his allegations of dowry, calling it's a framed case. Now Narayan has said that he will fight the case in the legal battle as well and will face charges in the court of law. What exactly happened was few months back, as per Narayanan, the daughter-in-law had left the house, and now after 14 such months, she has filed a complaint of dowry and accused the director's family of harassment. And the next story is from Dharmasthala. The ongoing Dharmasthala probe continues, and the SIT probing the Dharmasthala mass burial now revisited the such spot. And after Vittal Gowda, the maternal uncle of Saujanya, who was allegedly raped and murdered in 2012, claimed to have seen multiple skulls and bones in the ritual spots. Vittal Gowda claimed that he saw multiple human remains during the special investigation team spots Maddur at the Bengaluru in the ongoing mass burial probe. Gowda said that during the two SIT visits, the forest near Netravati bathing ghat, he had noticed several skulls, scattered bones and small ritual pots. On September 6th, SIT officers led by the SP there, Simon, summoned Gowda and took him to the place there, forest area, and conducted a mazar. The assistant commissioner, the tahsildar and the forensic team were not present during the exercise, and now Gowda has spoken out to the media. Let's listen in.
ಮಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ 2 ಸಲ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಮಾಜಾರಿಗೆ, ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪಾಟ್ ಮಾಜಾರಿಗೆ. ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗುವ ವೇಳೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಒಂದು 3 ಮನುಷ್ಯರ ಕಲೆಬರವು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಪಕ್ಕದ ಒಂದು 10 ಫೀಟಲ್ಲಿ. ನಂತರ 2ನೇ ಸಲ ಮಾಜಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗುವಾಗ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಎಣ್ಣೆಗಳ ರಾಶಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಕಾಣುವಂಥದ್ದು ಒಂದು 5 ನನ್ನ ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಕಾಣಿದೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಮಗುದು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ಗೋಚರ ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿತ್ತು. ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಮಗುದು ಎಲುಬಿದೆ. ಅದು ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ವಾಮಾಚಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಬಳಸುವಂಥದ್ದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಒಂದು ಕಲಶಗಳು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು 5-6 ಕಲಶ ಇತ್ತು. ಅದು ಸಹ ನಾನು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದು ನನ್ನ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಾನು ನಿನ್ನೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರುವಾಗ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೊತ್ತಿಗೂ ನಾವು ಕರೆದು ನಾವು ಬರ್ತೀವಿ. ರಾತ್ರಿ 1 ಗಂಟೆ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕರೀರಿ, ನಾವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ತನಿಖೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಸಿದ್ಧ ಇದ್ವಿ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಚಿನ್ನಯ್ಯ, ತೆನಾಸಿ, ರಂಗ, ಸುಬ್ರಹ್ಮಣ್ಯ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲಿ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಹತ್ರ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ರೆಡಿ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. SIT ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಕರೀಲಿ, ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರದೇಶವನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ನಾವು ಅದೇ ಊರಲ್ಲಿದ್ದು ಒಂದೇ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ರಾಶಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಚಿನ್ನ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು 100% ಸತ್ಯನೇ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಡೌಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Well, you heard Vittal Gowda speak to media saying that he had found the skulls and some bones and ritual spots in the Maza place. The SIT had taken him to such spots to ensure Maza was done, and Vittal Gowda claims that he found skulls as well in such spots. Vittal Gowda is relative of Saujanya. He is one of the uncles of Saujanya who had allegedly raped and murdered back in 2012. And now Vittal Gowda, the maternal uncle, says that he had found skulls and body bones and some ritual spots. Vittal Gowda claimed to have seen multiple such human remains during the SIT investigation, doing the mazar at the spot. And this spot is somewhere close to the Netravati river bathing ghat is what we are told. Vittal Gowda came on to the media and confessed that yes, he did see the skulls, the bones as well as ritual pots close by to the bathing ghat. Now the ball is in the SIT to put out a statement as to what exactly do they have to say, because one such person now has come out in the public who is relative of a victim, so-called victim. Saujanya was allegedly raped and murdered back in 2012, and this is the one that created all the storm on social media. Saujanya was allegedly raped and murdered in 2012, and hence now Vittal Gowda's statements comes at a very crucial time in the Dharmasthala probe. The Karnataka government has ordered a fresh caste census within the state of Karnataka. Chief Minister did a press conference and said that September 22nd, the caste census would go on place, and by October 7th, in 15 days, the caste census would be completely finished, and the numbers and the total calculations and the report would be submitted to the government by the end of this year. By December is what we are looking at. But what is the government having in plan? Government is spending around 460 odd crores to this caste census. Earlier, 2015, there was another caste census that the Karnataka government had done. The cabinet had also in principle approved of it. Remember, few months back, the High Command had pulled up the Karnataka Chief Minister and asked him to initiate a new survey because the numbers were not falling in place. And now, 10 years later, the Karnataka government has today announced a new caste survey that would take place from September 22nd and go on to August 7th. And final numbers and the reports would come out by December this month. This year end is what we are told. The Chief Minister announced this caste census in a press conference this morning from his residence in Bengaluru, and along with him were all the Backward Class Commission. The Backward Class Commission would take up this survey, and what would be the process? Teachers from government schools across Karnataka would knock on my door, your door, and everyone's door. 7 crore such people in Karnataka, where 60 questions will be given. What religion do you belong to? What's your occupation? What caste do you belong to? Everyone would have to answer. And remember, this is just voluntarily. The government is not forcing you to put out your data. And if you feel that there are apprehensions not to give out the data, one is free to call the call center or go to the online website and register your caste and your religion. This is a socio-economic survey is what the Chief Minister is calling. This comes at a background when the national union government also has announced a national caste census. The Karnataka government wants to finish it before the national caste census commences. And the Chief Minister has given out details. As the Chief Minister has given out the details as to how this caste census would happen. Government teachers, 1.8 such teachers, 1.8 lakh teachers would go on to door, talking to people, posing 60 questions on their caste, religion, occupation and health hazards also. If there is a genetic disorders in that house, so that the government also can have data as to how many people are having rare diseases within Karnataka and what social welfare schemes can they put in place. This came 10 years later. 2015, 165 crores was spent by the government and a socio-economic survey was done. A report, Kantrat survey report was submitted. Back then, the Backward Caste Commission was taken over by Jayaprakash Hegde. So the report switched 2 hands. And now recently in 2023, after the new government came in place, final report was submitted, but there was a lot of criticism to the Congress government because the numbers back in 2015 to 2025 would not match. Congress MLAs and ministers themselves during the cabinet meet also raised objections to the 2015 caste census report. Now Siddaramaiah has done a press conference. Let's listen into what Siddaramaiah had to say.
2015ರಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ವೆ ಆದದ್ದು 2015 ಸೊ 10 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಈಗ 25ನೇ ಇಸ್ವಿ 2025ನೇ ಇಸ್ವಿ 25ನೇ ಇಸ್ವಿ ಅಲ್ಲ 10 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಹೊಸ ಸರ್ವೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡಿ, ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ಅನೇಕ ಧರ್ಮಗಳಿದ್ದಾವೆ, ಅನೇಕ ಜಾತಿಗಳಿದ್ದಾವೆ, ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ವೈರುಧ್ಯತೆ ಇದೆ, ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ವೈರುಧ್ಯತೆ ಇದೆ. ನಾವು ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ಕೂಡ ಭಾಳ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ, ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಸಮಾನ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳನ್ನ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ನ್ಯಾಯ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಒದಗಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ. 2015ರಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ವೆ ಆದದ್ದು 2015. ಸೊ 10 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಈಗ 25ನೇ ಇಸ್ವಿ 2025ನೇ ಇಸ್ವಿ 25ನೇ ಇಸ್ವಿ ಅಲ್ಲ 10 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಹೊಸ ಸರ್ವೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡಿ, ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ಅನೇಕ ಧರ್ಮಗಳಿದ್ದಾವೆ, ಅನೇಕ ಜಾತಿಗಳಿದ್ದಾವೆ, ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ವೈರುಧ್ಯತೆ ಇದೆ, ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ವೈರುಧ್ಯತೆ ಇದೆ. ನಾವು ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ಕೂಡ ಭಾಳ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ, ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಸಮಾನ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳನ್ನ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ನ್ಯಾಯ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಒದಗಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ.
In fact, you heard the Chief Minister Siddaramaiah in a press conference make a statement that this aims at removing all the inequalities within the society, and we just want to know what are the castes that exist in Karnataka, what is the population of each religion, so that social welfare schemes can be catered to certain communities based on their population. And this also will help internal reservations through OBCs. The government is already discussing if they have to raise the bar to 75% for OBC alone. And this came after K.C. Venugopal had pulled up the Chief Minister and the government back a few months back, when the Chief Minister had gone to Delhi, that 2015 survey report cannot be taken into consideration, as many cabinet members themselves had raised objection. And now we are joined by Mr. Prashant, BJP spokesperson. Prashant, if you can hear me, the Chief Minister has announced September 22nd is the date when the new caste census would happen. 460 crores would be spent on this. What's BJP's take right now?
Firstly, this is politically motivated, indicating a potential financial misuse. Because in the past, when 165 crores were spent and nothing came out, the Congress ministers criticized the so-called caste survey carried out. And moreover, when the central government has announced that caste census will be carried out by the central government, Siddaramaiah should have waited for that to happen. And instead, he should have assisted the center in doing it properly in the state of Karnataka. So therefore, this is only a starting point for another scam in the offering by the Congress government, because it is not being in a scientific way, and the report which he had called for in the past when he was the CM between 2013 to 2018, he did not use that report. He did not accept the recommendation. So it's a ploy. This is, I think, countrywide, Rahul Gandhi and his team are trying to bring in this measure, which is counterproductive. Center has announced the dates for the caste census and how they will do it, but this is only a political motive and indicating that financial misuse to loot the people of Karnataka, nothing more. Because otherwise, if you look at history also, Siddaramaiah's past socio-economic survey or caste survey, whatever it's called as, it was rejected by his own party people. Therefore, we know what is the intent behind Siddaramaiah. Probably he wants to show minorities in larger numbers and protect his vote bank. Excepting that, we don't see any other reason why he should go ahead with this. And firstly, the state
Prashant, the defense of the government is that 2015 to 2025, the numbers have increased. Population percentage has not been shown accurately, and hence a fresh survey was needed, is what the government's defense is.
See, when the central government has announced the caste census will be carried out across the length and breadth of the country, for the central government, Karnataka is an integral part of India. Unlike for Congress supporters and Siddaramaiah supporters who shout Pakistan Zindabad in the assembly, the center would take, the census will be carried out in all the parts of the country. Therefore, what is the necessity for Siddaramaiah now to spend 465 crores? In the past, 160 crores was spent, and the excess 200 was futile. I think only to loot the taxpayers' money, they are investing in these things. And moreover, the state coffers are running dry, and the CM's economic advisor himself has admitted that on record multiple times. So therefore, they should stop dividing the society unless they want to show their vote bank in higher numbers for political gains. Nothing more is going to come out of this.
Prashant, thank you, Prashant, for sharing your thoughts with India Today with this caste census report. Let's listen to what Chief Minister Siddaramaiah had to say this morning on the state caste census.
2015ರಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ವೆ ಆದದ್ದು, 2015. ಸೊ 10 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಈಗ 25ನೇ ಇಸ್ವಿ, 2025ನೇ ಇಸ್ವಿ. 25ನೇ ಇಸ್ವಿ ಅಲ್ಲ, 10 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಹೊಸ ಸರ್ವೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡಿ, ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ಅನೇಕ ಧರ್ಮಗಳಿದ್ದಾವೆ, ಅನೇಕ ಜಾತಿಗಳಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ವೈರುಧ್ಯತೆ ಇದೆ, ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ವೈರುಧ್ಯತೆ ಇದೆ. ನಾವು ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ಕೂಡ ಭಾಳ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ, ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಸಮಾನ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳನ್ನ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ನ್ಯಾಯ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಒದಗಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ.
And a fresh row has erupted in Bengaluru after the Chief Minister had announced that Shivaji Nagar Metro station would be renamed after St. Mary's, because there's a basilica or church in Shivaji Nagar and it's very popular, and hence the Chief Minister recently, while inaugurating the festival, said that he would recommend to the centre that the Shivaji Nagar Metro station would be named after St. Mary. And BJP and other many MLAs and civil people also called out Chief Minister and the government, calling it appeasement politics as well. And now Chief Minister has spoken out, saying that the state government would still recommend the name of St. Mary Metro Station to the central government. The ball will now be in the central government. The ball will be in central government's court to decide if Shivaji Nagar Metro Station would be named after St. Mary. Chief Minister looked at the local MLA when he was announcing. This was just 4 days or 3 days back when Chief Minister went to Shivaji Nagar to announce or inaugurate the festival. Then he looked at the Congress local MLA there and said, look at the people who have come here to witness the festival. I think it's apt to name Shivaji Nagar Metro Station after St. Mary, because it's a very popular church and a place of worship in Shivaji Nagar constituency. And now today Chief Minister has spoken that the proposal would be sent from the state government to the union government. Let's listen to what Chief Minister had to say.
Government of India has to approve it. See, only we are sending the proposal. Government of India has to approve it. See, only we are sending the proposal. Government of India has to approve it. See, only we are sending the proposal. Government of India has to approve it. See, only we are sending the proposal.
In fact, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah had announced the upcoming Shivaji Nagar Metro Station to be named after St. Mary, and even has promised support to renovating the St. Mary's Basilica. His assurance to the Archbishop had triggered a debate in the state and Bangalore, with citizens on social media demanding that that station be named after Kannada legendary actor Shankar Nag, credited to remembering or thinking about the metro system in the city for the first time. The row has quickly escalated into a political flashpoint, with the opposition BJP crying foul. Take a look at this report and come back.
A new day, a new controversy in Karnataka. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has promised to recommend naming the upcoming Shivaji Nagar station of Bengaluru Metro after St. Mary. He has also assured funding support for the renovation of the St. Mary's Basilica. Siddaramaiah says the proposal will be sent to the centre and the request will be considered through due process.
ಒಂದು ಮೆಟ್ರೋ ರೈಲ್ವೆ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಹೆಸರಿಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಪ್ರಸ್ತಾಪ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾನು ನಿಜವಾದ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನಿಜವಾದ ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂನ್ಸಿಯನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲಿಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಶಿಫಾರಸು ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮಾತುಗಳಿದೆ.
But the announcement has sparked a storm on social media. Many citizens are demanding that the station be named after the late Kannada actor-director Shankar Nag, who is credited with the original vision of a metro rail for Bengaluru. The naming row has now snowballed into a political flashpoint, pitting community demands against calls to honour a cultural icon. While Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivakumar has backed Siddaramaiah, saying there is nothing unusual about responding to community requests.
Sir, Siddaramaiah has proposed to have a metro station after St. Mary's in Shivaji Nagar, sir. There are opposition from BJP on the same. Few leaders are opposing it.
We'll just discuss it. There is a request. There is nothing wrong in the request. We'll take up a call on that.
The BJP, however, has slammed the Congress, accusing it of appeasement politics, claiming it ignores Karnataka's icons while professing to carry forward the legacy of Shivaji.
Chhatrapati Shivaji is an idol for every Indian. so that the metro station should be ideally named after Shivaji Maharaj than instead of naming after the church. So this is nothing but one more appeasement politics by Mr. Siddaramaiah.
With the state government making its stand clear, all eyes are now on the centre, which will decide whether it's faith or film legacy that finds its place on the city's metro map. Visagai Raj in Bengaluru, Bureau Report, India Today.
And that's what today from Karnataka, and extensive stories from the state of Karnataka we have heard. And now handing it over to my colleague Pramod to bring stories from Chennai city. Thank you, Nagarjun. And from the state of Tamil Nadu, the first is about a DMK Neta who is known to end in trouble for speaking his mind. That is a senior leader from DMK and a senior minister. Dharry Murugan, once again, has quoted a controversy for talking about special intensive revision, where he could have simply spoken his mind, but he compared Bihar with Tamil Nadu. In fact, the question is that DMK is opposing SIR as the way the chief minister went to Bihar during a rally conducted by Rahul Gandhi, where he completely said that vote chori is being happening and they will actually act on SIR. In fact, now, when this question was put forward before Dharry Murugan, he went and said that Tamil Nadu is not Bihar. The people of Tamil Nadu are very much aware, and the rule that is happening here is of Chief Minister M.K. Stalin. This has not gone well with the opposition, who claim that by such comments, the DMK is once again demeaning Bihar. Here's what the minister had to say.
தமிழகம் பீகார் அல்ல. தமிழகத்தில் அவ்வளவு விழிப்புணர்ச்சி பெற்ற ஒரு நாடு ஆகையினால் அங்க இருக்கக்கூடிய ஆட்சி இங்க அல்ல, இது தளபதியினுடைய ஆட்சி. ஆக தமிழ்நாட்டிலும் அவர்கள் பம்பத்தை செல்லாது, தமிழ்நாட்டு முதலமைச்சரிடத்திலும் செல்லாது. திமுக கூட்டணி
We have a breaking from the state. Dharry Murugan once again in trouble. The senior minister from DMK had visited Ungaludan Stalin camp in Vellore in an area located called as Sembakam. Well, Ungaludan Stalin is a government camp where the chief minister earlier announced that the people can come to certain camps in their locality with the aim of making it much easy for them to address their grievances, which is related to their land, their properties, their residence, and also getting certificates, especially community or caste certificates and such. And this was a camp that was very well advertised by the DMK government, in a way trying to show that the government is much more people-friendly. Senior Minister Dharry Murugan visited one such camp in Sembakam area, but to his surprise, the people who were gathered over there, especially women, surrounded him immediately, and their grievance is that no matter how many times they approach the authorities, their grievances are not being addressed. In fact, the women said that every monsoon season, rainwater enters their residence, their home. The stagnated water causes kind of health issues, especially to their children, skin diseases, and women also claimed that there were snakes and other poisonous insects that enter their home, causing so much havoc season after season during the rain times. In fact, they claim that they have also gone and met with so many officials, but they haven't received any kind of solution so far. And when the minister came over there, they surrounded him immediately, seeking a solution. The minister, however, claimed that all their grievances will be addressed, and that is the reason Ungaludan Stalin is being conducted over there and try to give them an explanation. The visual very clearly shows how the women in that area immediately surrounded the minister, showing how much distress they have been in their life so far in that area. In fact, this was the place where the DMK senior minister went ahead and spoke about SIR, and that has now turned into a controversy. Very clearly, DMK is opposing SIR. Earlier, A. Raja, the Deputy General Secretary, while speaking to us, also very clearly mentioned that one person can have only one vote as per the constitution in India, and they will not allow duplicate votes or multiple votes, and if needed, they will go for a legal battle. But here, that was A. Raja, but Duraimurugan very clearly tried to draw a parallel between Bihar and Tamil Nadu, where Duraimurugan said that this is not Bihar. Duraimurugan also said that the people of Tamil Nadu are much aware. What he meant by that is what has turned controversial right now. And then Duraimurugan also said this is where Talabadi, that is MK Stalin of their party, is ruling, and they say it's a different government compared to what is happening in Bihar. And here are the reactions to his comments.
தமிழகம் பீகார் அல்ல. தமிழகத்தில் அவ்வளவு விழிப்புணர்ச்சி பெற்ற ஒரு நாடு ஆகையினால் அங்க இருக்கக்கூடிய ஆட்சி இங்க அல்ல, இது தளபதியினுடைய ஆட்சி. ஆக தமிழ்நாட்டிலும் அவர்கள் பம்பத்தை செல்லாது, தமிழ்நாட்டு முதலமைச்சரிடத்திலும் செல்லாது. திமுக கூட்டணி
एक कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनली मैंडेटेड, एक संविधान सम्मत ये प्रक्रिया है, और इस प्रक्रिया को ऑनरेबल सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने भी माना कि ये ईसीआई के क्षेत्राधिकार में है. काफ़ी सफलतापूर्वक बिहार में हो गया और देश के अन्य राज्यों में भी होगा. इस पर जो लोग भी उत्तेजना और सनसनी पैदा करने वाले बयान दे रहे हैं उन्हें परहेज करना चाहिए.
तो उन्होंने भी इस बात को स्वीकार लिया है ना, तमिलनाडु में भी, कि अगर आप गलती करोगे तो वहाँ स्वीकार नहीं होगा. यही बात तो हम भी कह रहे हैं कि हम वोट चोरी न तो बिहार में होने देंगे और न ही हम झारखंड में होने देंगे. हमने भी SIR के खिलाफ विधानसभा से प्रस्ताव पारित किया है, झारखंड ने भी किया है. तो हम वोट चोरी नहीं होने देंगे. हमारी जनता भी जागरूक है, और जब हमारी जनता भी जागरूक है तो हम उसको और अधिक जागरूक करने का काम कर रहे हैं ये प्रस्ताव ला करके. इसलिए हम फिर कह रहे हैं कि पूरे देश में हम वोट चोरी नहीं होने देंगे.
And these are the top stories from the state of Tamil Nadu. Back to you, Nagarjuna. Thank you, Pramod. With that, we come to the end of today's episode of So South. And keep watching India Today for more updates. Stay informed and stay safe.